Hello, welcome to the Crystal Claire channel. Today I'm going to be sharing more information in a third part of a series I'm doing, where I started out sharing high level around Biden and how he's connected to a higher level of structure that's here over the globe, the collapse of the four pillars globally. When I get into the first two videos. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about a little bit more about what's really happening around the globe. Why are we seeing so much chaos and destruction? And what can we do? How can we find peace? And what's the importance of doing that? Everything I'm sharing here is channeled. It's no opinion, no judgment. I know none of this stuff. Channeling it from a group of cosmic beings, the Akashic records, and the consciousness grid. All right, I've got some notes here. I'm going to make sure I stay on point. So. In my last video, I'll go into this a little more, but what my guide shared is that as a collective, we are here, humanity, human citizens are here to create the new structures. We're here to create the new world. For hundreds and thousands of years, we've been relying on the people that are supposed to be in charge of, and helping community to help us. And they're saying that no one's coming to save us but us. We are here to save us. It's us. And that many souls incarnated, we have contracts here in this lifetime to help with the collapse. Now, if this is triggering you, then you might not be one of the ones that are here to help with the collapse. You might be here to help shed light on some polarizing things. But if this aligns to you, then, or if this feels supportive for you, then you might be one of the ones that are here to help with the collapse of the old systems, the systems and structures that were put in place to benefit the few on top and to control the many. Now, what's happening here around the globe is you might be feeling like, as you see the chaos and the destruction happening, and a lot of it you're not going to see in the media, but the media does show a lot of mayhem and destruction, and that's on purpose to keep us in fear. But you might be seeing real things. We're seeing real things that are happening. Lots more natural disasters that aren't natural. There's chaos and what's happening in Maui. A lot of things that are happening right now is a vie for control for the people at top. They are grasping at straws, and there's all out chaos right now, and it's going to continue for a while as the people at top try to gain control of the situation, my guides said. People are waking up, and they have been waking up and starting to question, something doesn't feel right. Why am I working so hard? Why am I working 2 or 3 jobs to pay the bills? And people, there's millionaires and billionaires that aren't, that don't have to do anything. And why are my politicians, making millions a year, but they're not making decisions that benefit us? People are starting to wake up and question the reality, our reality. And a lot of those people are waking up to question the reality because they're here to create the new systems and structures. Because the systems and structures that are in place are here to benefit the few at the top, says their control, and it's corruption and greed and control. And we've been given the illusion of choice in many of these things. Education, Western medicine, political government structures, and banking and finance are the 4 pillars that are collapsing, they said. We're going to continue to see that as collapse. I go into the education a little bit in my last video. But we are here to create the new systems and structures. So I have a lot of clients around the globe who are in medicine or education, and they're starting to question things, and they don't feel aligned anymore to their job. And it's when I channel for them, it's because they're being called out of those systems, and they're here to be part of creating the new ones. And which is so beautiful, because we're here to do that. So there's a lot of people who are bringing in, they have got into these careers on purpose. This is a soul calling. They got into these careers to learn certain things and then wake up to the next part of their evolution, which is to create new systems from their wisdom. What my guide said is that there's just a lot of destruction right now, and chaos and mayhem. There has been for a while, and it's going to continue. And some of it's real, some of it's really happening. And that is the symptom of the people at top vying for control of the situation. There's too many people on the planet for them to control, and they've been controlling us a long time. I go into this in other videos. They've been controlling through religion, politics, education, etc. And they're starting to lose control of the situation. And so there's like this all-out last-ditch effort of trying to control the population, because we are more powerful than we know. We were taught For generations, we've been taught to look externally for guidance and direction. How many of you watch the news? How many of you look, how many of us are looking to our caretakers and then education and teachers and professors and then the news to tell us how to operate? This is all orchestrated and put together to make us forget that we have the answers inside of us. Meaning, we came here with a plan. And this is what I channel and I love doing. I channel for people all over the globe, their soul contracts, their mission and purpose, the reasons for their experiences, which is usually aligned with their mission and purpose, and what they're here to do, mission and purpose. And when we disconnect from ourselves and our higher wisdom, the blueprint we co-created before we came, and we start looking externally because we were taught that from the time we come out of the womb, because our parents were taught that, then we're disconnected from our inner wisdom and we're looking to the TV or politicians to tell us what to do. And everything that they're going to be telling us what to do is to benefit the people on top. So we have to wake up and remember. Well, we're not, we don't really remember, but we have to follow those questions that we're getting. If you start to think, what's going on? Something's off. Something doesn't feel right. It's because your higher self, your soul, God, universe is trying to connect with you and say, it's time to make different choices to help support what's happening across the globe, to help humanity move into the next evolution of where we're supposed to go, which is into a more harmonious way of living. And those systems have to collapse first. And us as human citizens and humans and people and the collective are the ones that are here to create the new. And the sooner that we embrace that, the sooner we agree to that, which is just what I'm doing now, is helping and playing my part in this. The sooner that we wake up and realize that we're the ones that are going to create that through being guided by our higher wisdom, and we get to work, the faster these systems can collapse and we can create systems that benefit the whole, not just the few. So they said that there's 3 things that they recommend for us to do at this time. The first one is to turn off the news. They're saying, what are people saying? What are people in the situations? So instead of what the news is saying about what's happening in Maui, what are the people of Maui actually saying? What are they seeing? What are the people on the ground actually seeing? It's time to turn off the news and the media and go to the grassroots of the truth of what's going on, because it's going to be a totally different story and it's going to evoke totally different emotions, which is the point. When you watch the news, a lot of the agendas that they have come out in Hollywood, movies, etc., the media, when you watch the news and you act based on what you're watching on the media, you're not acting in line with your highest timeline. You're not acting in line with the highest timeline for the collective, and that's on purpose, that they're pushing those things through. So turn off the news, turn off external, if you're questioning something, that's where you can go inward and check on it, but go to the grassroots, go to the people. Go find out what the people are saying that are in the situation, right? All right, number 2 is seek ways to connect with community. This is the start. If you're here today on the planet during this time, you have some part in the global awakening, meaning global awakening to what's really happening here and how do we gain back control as human citizenships and start living in more harmony. I go into how they keep us fighting in previous videos if you want to check that out. So they said seek ways to connect with community, small things, just creating saying hi to your neighbor, doing trades. Can I trade this for that? Starting to create community, becoming more self-sufficient. I started growing some vegetables, but becoming more self-sufficient. Start letting go of being reliant on people above us to give us things and to tell us what to do. Start looking to community to do that. Start supporting a community and start trying to become more self-sufficient as an individual. And then the third thing is turn your anger to love. Turn your fear to trust. And send those in pain love. I know that feels like it's not enough, but what's happening here is as they continue inundating us in the media, they're saying, as they continue creating chaotic situations and trauma and creating fear, that feeds their agenda. That actually gives them more power, and it allows them to continue controlling. Because when you're in fear, you're disconnected from your higher guidance. That's the whole purpose of the media, is to keep you disconnected from your higher guidance. So they're saying, learn to turn your anger to love and send love. Reach out to the people who might be suffering and try to help them individually. Turn off the news. Don't look externally. Go inward and look and search on how you can connect to your higher wisdom versus externally. All right, I know I'm out of time. Thank you so much for being here. Well, everything I'm sharing with you is channeled 100%. I have to tell you, this is for fun and entertainment. Please stick around for the next video where I'm going to go deeper in these topics, and let me know what questions you have.